Hello folks, welcome back to Talking Wolves, welcome back to a brand new video or stream today. I'm trying something a little bit different folks today, doing a live stream with all the latest transfer news and rumours. There hasn't been much in terms of new news, or big news, I suppose. That's probably why I haven't done one of these this week. But at the same time, we had 2 match reviews and reactions last weekend. We've got 2 coming up. I didn't want the channel just to become a match review and reaction channel. So we're doing a little bit of the rumours and news today. And obviously doing a live stream to get you guys involved. There's loads of people already in the chat, as you can see. And one of the topics we will be talking about is Adama Traore, which has obviously already been discussed just there. But one thing that I have just forgot that I need to mention, because I haven't mentioned it yet, is that we are going to be pushing for Wolves to be for Talking Wolves to be in the Football Content Awards 2021. You guys can get involved and vote for us after the stream. I'll leave a link. If not, just Google Football Content Awards, and we're pushing for Talking Wolves in the best club content creator for the Premier League. If you're on Twitter, just check out our Twitter. We tweet out the phrase that you can put quite often, and if not, go on footballcontentawards.com/voting and just type in Talking Wolves in this Premier League section just here. Nice one, guys, for jumping in the chat as well. Of course, lots of you getting the kit. This is the training top, which is absolutely beautiful. I tell you now, I really do like this kit. But let's jump into the rumours, guys. Of course, if you've got any thoughts throughout, be sure to let me know in the chat. But first one being, finally, Matej Sarkic has moved to Birmingham City. We spoke about it a little bit in the last videos. His loan move to Birmingham City has now been confirmed. On Monday, I think it was, that he got confirmed. He'd been on trial at Blues for the last couple of weeks. And now he joins Dion Sanderson, who, of course, signed a new contract at Wolves as well and was loaned out there. Dan Wallace as well. He spoke about the bus kit just there as well that is being leaked today. Beautiful shirt, I gotta say. I do really like this shirt. I'm a fan of sort of wacky and crazy kits, but I think this has got a really nice design. I know we can't see the full shirt just yet. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it's had an overwhelmingly good response on social media, that shirt, which is good for a change. And I do like the look of it. Of course, that was leaked before, and everybody expected it to be the third kit. But apparently that's going to be the away kit, and the white one that was leaked before is going to be the third kit. And yeah, like Jack Crockford says there, it will look fire with João Felix on the back. Who knows? We'll jump back into the rumours just now. The next one being, if I can zoom in on this image just here, let's go back a bit. It's going to be Mr. Ruben Nevez. Of course, there's been loads of chat about Nevez over the last couple of weeks or so, ever since the start of the transfer window, really, about his future. Arsenal were the team that were very strongly linked, and then Manchester United have jumped on the scene more recently. However, it's been very quiet on that, so nothing new really to report on that. I've seen that Arsenal today apparently looking to potentially give Granit Xhaka a new deal, and Nevez was going to be the sole reason Arsenal, that Arsenal were going to move for him, was to replace Granit Xhaka. So putting 2 and 2 together, that could mean good news for Wolves fans. So let me know in the chat, do you think Wolves should be keeping Ruben Nevez? Mr. Desperado, Dave, you're going to the Coventry friendly? I certainly am, so look out for me. I'm sure I'll be wearing this shirt. And again, like Kieran Munn said there, Xhaka sign a new contract, so maybe the links to Arsenal are dead. Still, there you go, Kieran. I'm one step ahead of the game just there, mate. One step ahead of the game. Now, big one that has just appeared today is regarding, I know a lot of you have already spoken about it, Mr. Adama Traore. And some Leeds United fans may well find this video or be in this stream as well. But it's said today by Duncan Castles that Leeds have tabled a £30 million bid. But in the words of Duncan Castles, these are the words of Duncan Castles and not Adama Traore, he doesn't think this sideways move would be beneficial for him, which I think is fair enough. He's holding out for a big club if they do come. Liverpool always heavily linked with him, but Chelsea as well were quite heavily linked with Adama Traore earlier this window. So now he's back off his holiday. He's going to be back in England with the rest of the squad now. I think this is when transfer stories and news is going to start to ramp up. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with Adama Traore. It's said that Leeds tabled a £30 million bid. I'd assume, you know, if Adama's not going to want to move, it's not going to be accepted by Wolves. But it does make you think, is that the sort of valuation that Wolves would find acceptable for Adama Traore after a pretty quiet year last year? However, it remains to be seen how Bruno Lage is going to play him. Because I've spoke to a couple of friends, and one guy in particular really thinks that Adama Traore is going to be pushed as a striker at Wolves next season. And apparently in the most recent training video, you can see him being deployed in that forward role. So maybe Adama Traore has got a future as a striker or a forward at Wolves. Maybe a little bit similar to how West Ham deploy Mikel Antonio, perhaps. But imagine a team when Neto's fit, Neto, Trincao, Adama and Raul in the same team. Don't get me started, please. But yeah, possibly. Yeah, Marcus there, interestingly, thinks a move to Leeds is not sideways, it's backwards. So very, very interesting. And Adrian as well does think Adama is scary. So please keep the comments coming in the chat, guys. I'm catching some of those. Always great to talk to some of you. The next one is going to be Leon Bailey, the Bayer Leverkusen winger. Now, he is very, very heavily linked at the moment with Aston Villa. And this story came from Bild in Germany. This one, I think, is just to put a bit of pressure probably on Villa, who look like they may well be starting to spend that Jack Grealish money a little bit more. Apparently, Leon Bailey, well, Leverkusen won about 35 million euros for Leon Bailey. Apparently, Villa have offered close to 30 million, and the Wolves and Leicester have been thrown into the mix. But like I say, I think this one is just to probably put that little bit more pressure on Villa to put this deal forward. I think it'd be a good signing for Wolves, but wingers, like I'm sure many of you are about to say, are not a priority for Wolves at the moment. I'm sure a lot of us, like Sean, says centre-backs probably should be the priority for Wolves right now. Moving on to this guy here, Jaquin Correa from Lazio. Wolves were linked earlier in the week with this guy. Currently playing for Lazio, like I said, was in the Argentina squad in their most recent international tournament as well, where they went on to win. It said that Lazio do value him at around 40 to 45 million pounds. Could play predominantly as a attacking midfielder, like a shadow striker in behind the main forward. But it said that the Italian side, Lazio, could be open to a loan deal with a purchase clause, which would suit Wolves absolutely perfectly. And I think this would be a massive deal for the club if they were able to pull it off. But very, very early days on that one at the moment. And that was from Il Messaggero, I think it is, in Italy, about that one. Good evening to Mr. Sam Banks in the chat there as well. Castor, Neil, why do you think Castor's a downgrade from Adidas, may I add? Because I'll tell you now, this quality of shirt straight away is a massive, massive upgrade, I feel, to what we had from Adidas previously. In terms of not just the shirt, but postage and packaging as well. The quality difference is mad. As weird as that sounds, last year I bought an Adidas shirt from Wolves just in a plastic bag. That was it. The Castor one comes in the main bag, another plastic bag with Castor and Wolves on, and wrapped in about 5 layers of tissue paper. Just everything just seems a level above what Wolves were pushing previously. Another loan move that has been agreed now is Renat Dadashov. The striker has moved to Club. Is it Club Deportivo? I'm not going to say that if it's completely wrong. Club Desportivo de Tondela, which is a club in the first division of Portugal. So he's going to be getting top division experience in Portugal. Good loan move for him. He's really needed it. Of course, signed for Wolves. Had a couple of loan moves. Unfortunately, had quite a serious injury last year and had a spell of pre-season games for Wolves, which I think is going to be good for him and his experience. And now a loan move to Portugal, where hopefully he can knuckle down and grab some much needed goals. Dave as a party stunt double. You think that looks like me? Nah, no chance. Surely not. let's have a look. Who is the next one? Matheus Nunes. He was linked almost a week ago. It's going to be a week ago tomorrow. Let's zoom in on that. I don't like those white bars on the side just there. Let's zoom in on his picture. There we go. Matheus Nunes from Sporting. They value him at around 18 million euros. Could play through the middle of the park, defensive midfielder, central midfielder, and attacking midfielder. So that flexibility and versatility could be key for Wolves, but been fairly quiet on that one, as it has been for every Wolves rumour. Yeah, nothing new on that one. I think in terms of rumours, folks, that is all for today. And you can see me very cleverly using the photo app on my Windows there to get those pictures up. So there are all the rumours and news of late. No, it's not. I've missed a big one out, you know. I've missed a big one out. Let me get the picture up. Why is the picture not coming up? There we go. It's because it's right. It's not over. We've got 2 more rumours, folks. I forgot all about these last 2. Right, let's get into it first. Patrick Traore. He has been, of course, heavily linked with a move away from Wolves. I think it's Villarreal now, the latest club to be linked with Patrick Traore. They're looking at the possibility of probably loaning him. I know a lot of you guys don't want that to happen. You just want to get rid of Patrick Traore. Putting a lot of messages out with him and his agent. I think I put that in the last video, a picture of him and his agent trying to sort out his future. Scored a goal for Wolves in pre-season. But it'll be very, very interesting to see what happens with him. Do you guys think we should keep Patrick Traore at the club? Do let me know in the chat right now, guys. And if you're watching back in the comment section down below. But bearing in mind, he's already had a couple of loan deals. Of course, Wolves would have clawed back some of his value in loan fees. So the club aren't going to be completely out of pocket from this transfer. And possibly another move out to Spain again for him. And the final one, Mr. Aaron Ramsey. Quite an interesting one regarding him. Again, broke last Monday regarding Aaron Ramsey. This rumour isn't new, though. That has been happening. I think last summer we saw something about Aaron Ramsey as well. We see it again this summer. And Wolves apparently, according to Romeo Agresti, who is a Juventus correspondent for Goal in Italy, said that Wolves are the only team to have registered their interest in Aaron Ramsey, albeit it's very timid interest. So very... possibly not so serious inquiry from Wolves about Aaron Ramsey, but of course a massive hurdle, a massive stumbling block will be the Welshman's wage. Lots of different rumours, lots of different links and stories about his wage, what he actually does earn. But either way, I think it's going to be a big amount of money for Wolves to spend. But if they could get this one over the line, I think this would be a very, very big deal. So guys, that is all for the rumours. We'll have a couple of minutes of questions if you want to fry them away in the chat. See, Richard Day said he would keep Catrone at the club. It's an interesting one. I don't think he's going to be a starter at Wolves by any means. I think Wolves would probably play Jimenez, of course. Fabio Silva ahead of him. Rafa Mir, of course, his future is still wide open at the moment. Due back at Wolves, I believe, possibly by the end of next week, possibly early the week after. So his future may well be sealed very, very soon. Palhinha, no new rumours on him. Apparently, Wolves will only make a move for João Palhinha from Sporting if Ruben Nevez was to be sold this summer, which at the moment is still very, very much up in the air. Probably more chance of getting Gordon Ramsay, sign him up. Do I think there'll be a surprise signing? Dan, there's been no rumours. Away kit is due out. I remember almost, was it 3 years ago, Wolves announced Ruben Nevez in an away kit, and I would love that to happen again this weekend, but who knows. Sam Banks, how's your day, David? It's been very, very good, Sam. Thank you very much. Who would I like to see as a Neves replacement? Alex said João Palhinha, I think, would be an ideal player. I think, to be fair, in terms of, you know, some big box-to-box type midfielders, the players that are still available, obviously Palhinha, someone like Zambo Anguissa from Fulham, and the other guy from Braga, who we were linked to before. I can't think of his name. The guy from Libya. Al Musrati looks pretty good as well. I think, you know, for the value, I think Wolves will get him at a pretty good price. Still don't see Fabio Silva as a second striker. Why haven't we brought one in? I think a lot of people will be in that camp as well. Maybe if Adama can hit the ground running as like a second striker and a free roll up top, just to take a little bit of pressure off Fabio Silva. I think that would work. Talk about esports, my word, Shiv. So yeah. I know that will wind a lot of people up, but I think, guys, That will be all for today. Yeah, Rafael Leao. I know a lot of people have mentioned him just there as well. Leao, yeah, he wasn't fantastic at that under-21s tournament. Chaotic. Yeah, true. Rafa Mir to start. It depends. Completely depends if Wolves obviously keep him, which obviously makes sense. But I don't think Wolves will. I don't think Wolves will persist with him unless he signs a new contract at the club. His contract is up at the end of the season, and it said he wants to leave. So it would make sense. Wolves have got to cash in really this summer, otherwise they're going to lose money on him. It didn't cost the club much, but as it stands, they could make a very decent profit on Rafa Mir. But that is all, guys, I think, for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this very quick, a different live stream on the channel. We will be back over the weekend. Stoke City tomorrow for Wolves in a pre-season friendly. I'll be sure to try my best to catch that one and give you guys my review and reaction. And then Coventry City, I'll be at the Rico Arena. Do let me know and say hello if you're there and you see me. I'm sure I'll stand out wearing this lovely, lovely training top there. But yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. And I will see you all very, very soon.